Hello, Scorpio suns and moons, and welcome to your Scorpio full moon tarot reading. The Scorpio full moon is on the 29th or 30th, just depending on where you live in the world. And the full moon cycle will go until the full moon in Sagittarius on the 29th of May. So, Scorpio suns and Scorpio moons is who this reading is for. And I'm going to segregate it just a little bit throughout the reading, so because the sun and moon energy is a little bit different, right? So since this is, the moon's happening under your sign, that's why I'm giving you guys a more extended reading, because I just feel like it will impact you a bit more, right? So let's see. For Scorpio sun, what is being highlighted? What part of Scorpio sun's personality is being highlighted with this full moon energy? All right. Ooh, you guys got Uranus. So Scorpio sun, this here is like quick and sudden change. This could be a very positive thing, and I mean, it could go either way. It could be positive or negative, but I'm going to go with the positive because I'm a positive person. So, great changes can happen with this full moon energy. Also with this, all of a sudden you might just come into utter clarity about something that you've been foggy about out of nowhere. It's like, oh my God, I totally see it now. Also, things that you've been thinking about in one perspective out of nowhere just kind of shifts into a new perspective, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I believe now. I totally see it from a different, vantage point. And so this is great energy. Now, let's see it for Scorpio moons. What part of you guys is being activated with this full moon energy? Ooh, you guys got Mars. So you guys are going to feel incredibly empowered. Your physical energy, divine strength, and fighting spirit. So whatever it is that you are believing in or standing for, it could be something really big, or it could just be a conversation that you're having with another person. It's like whatever you are feeling strongly about, you are really feeling it. Okay, with Mars. Scorpio energy is already a bit intense, but now we're adding Mars into that mix. So it's like you are going to have determination like you've never had before, just kind of out of nowhere. But also, if you are experiencing like a lot of emotions yourself, don't allow things to get volatile, because the energies are very ripe for that type of thing to happen. So it's just like you could get things done with this Scorpio full moon energy. But for suns and moons, you guys are probably going to find yourself feeling far more intuitive, empathic, psychic, just heightened big time, and a lot of emotions. So if you're feeling okay and there's nothing like really going on, and all of a sudden you're feeling depressed or sad or weepy, it's probably because you've absorbed somebody else's emotions and energy. So just do what you need to do to cleanse yourself of that, because you might be experiencing a lot of that. And so we're going to pull some cards here to see what the full moon is bringing to you guys, and this is for both sun and moon, what this full moon energy is bringing to you guys emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and then materially. So emotionally, we have the warrior. Yeah, I like it, especially paired up with Mars. Some of you are just going to have this fighting spirit, and you're going to put your heart and your soul and your emotions, like every bit of you, into your purpose, into your dream, into your goal, whatever you're standing for. It's like 100% in, all in. And with this coming through, this is like you will have success, Scorpio. Just don't lose sight along the way what started this whole process to begin with. So As far as emotional manifestation, that's really nice energy. So mentally, we have wishing. Yeah, you guys just really, you're wanting something. To me, this is really strong for the Uranus card, where we're having these new ideas, these new plans, these new desires to move forward. But, you know, with wishing, this also is indicating that you're at a point where you are starting to realize that everything you receive, there is something that you give or have to put out, you know, and that's energy, obviously, but the way that physically manifests is different for everything, right? Some things we have to pay money for. Some things we have to give our time and service in return for, you know, it just really depends. So mentally, it's like you're really understanding the energy of that, and it's all about what you put out is what you get back. And so because you're very well aware of that, it's like it allows this energy of your hopes and dreams and wishes and desires to flow in easier into your world. But these two cards paired up with Mars, again, it's that determination. Some of you are like, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna achieve this dream, I'm going to achieve this goal, and you are just determined, and I see success along the way 100% so far. So spiritually, oh my gosh, look at this. We have the moon. Are we surprised? No, we're not, are we? Because this, to me, Scorpio, is saying that you guys are going to be on fire intuitively, empathically, psychically, clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, you know, however you identify yourself, on fire, fuego. Look at fuego right here. So Scorpio, really trust your spidey senses, okay? When, especially where you're feeling like what's being said to you or what things look like isn't really what's going on, you are 100% correct. Trust yourself, all right, over everybody else through this full moon cycle, because you are really being empowered with the insight. So materially, we have honesty. To me, this is saying a few different things. Those of you who have been on this journey, pushing forward, being the warrior towards your dream, towards your goal, whatever this is for you, it's like you walked that path 100% straight like an arrow. It's like this is your payment, your reward, your manifestation, like your own honesty returning to you in general. And so that blessing will unfold in many different ways for each one of you in the material plane, because this is what's materially manifesting for you. And because it's honesty, to me, that's the honesty that you've been, that's your vibration, is what's returning to you. Also, with this, it's again like what you're feeling intuitively, you are right, and the truth is going to come out into the physical, and you're going to be like, yep, I knew it, I knew the whole time. So trust yourself over anybody else. But let's pull some clarifiers on these. Okay, so, oops, I have these upside down. So for the warrior, we have the forces of nature favor you. Yeah, Scorpio, those of you who are put it 100% of yourself into anything through this full moon cycle, you will achieve. The universal forces are at your back. Like, this feels like a very positive time for Scorpio. Wishing strength and wisdom, the dragon. So yeah, what you're wishing for is a challenge, but it's worth your time, it's worth your energy, it's worth everything that you are putting into it. Like, you will be rewarded. And then over here with the moon, I love it, we have the Sphinx. So this is the great enigma, the riddle. Choose your words carefully. So yes, Scorpio, which you sense, there's something under the surface. If somebody's not telling you, this is just a confirmation 100 that yes, there is more than meets the eye. And with the honesty, we have fire, which again pairs nicely with Mars because Mars rules Aries, and the fire card is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And look at it, even matches the honesty there. Reckless action leads to conflict. So again, more confirmation that those of you who have been walking the straight line like this warrior, you've been embodying this warrior energy, your honesty is rewarded. Okay, and anybody who's been lying and playing games, like it's all coming out to the light. And for some of you, this is definitely a fire sign you've been dealing with. And it's just like, it's gonna, the truth will come out. Okay, the truth will come out. Also, some of you, if you need to be honest with a fire sign about something, do so, but choose your words very carefully. It's important how you present what you have to say, okay? So let's pull some cards to see what you should work on between now and the next full moon in Sagittarius on May 29th. So we'll start with Sun, Scorpio Sun energy. We got harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. Beautiful Scorpio Suns. This here is telling you that these next few months that follow this full moon is bringing you a period of harmony. And if you, whatever you're working on, if you continue to pursue it with the full heart and very honestly, this is the confirmation of guaranteed success. But also, you know, through this full moon cycle, no matter what's going on around you, do your very best to keep yourself in, you know, a place of harmony, a place of balance. Some of you, it's like you're going to be holding the space for others. And, you know, with this fire energy, you could be holding the space for a fire sign. And, you know, like maybe it's that they're hurting really bad inside and that's what you're sensing, but they're not coming out with it because the dragon is also a representation of fire energy. So I'm really feeling for Scorpio. There's a fire sign or fire energy involved with whatever's going on for you between these two moon cycle, between now and the next moon cycle, which is a fire sign, right? Okay, so for Scorpio moons, we have this purification of water, emotional cleansing, rejuvenation. This is a card that comes out for me frequently, and I'm like, no, when I see it. But it's not a bad thing, okay? This is telling you that over the course of this moon cycle, you're going to have periods where you just have like these emotions well up inside of you out of nowhere, and you're like, wait, what? Why? And all that's really happening is those are like debris in your energy field, and the time has finally come for you to release the wound or the heartache or any remnants of, you know, residual energy of the past. It's just like your soul's doing a natural house cleansing without you even being aware of it. And it's like, oh, you know, look down here in this deep dark corner with the broom, look at this little dust ball that rolled out. Okay, we have to get rid of that. That's kind of what this energy is about. So you know, as that happens, don't, you know, think too much of it, especially if it's like somebody from your past where you're like, oh my God, I think I'm still in love, nah, and it's like kind of came out of nowhere. You're not still in love. I promise you're not still in love. It's just that energy, there's some residual energy and it's dissipating. So this here is what you will be working on between now and the Sagittarius full moon. It's beautiful energy, especially those of you that are really, you know, trying to pursue something here. Let the cleansing happen. So I'm going to pull some advice for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Moon for this full moon cycle. Your advice. We'll start with Scorpio Sun. Oh, nice. So you have this, which is talking about this, like, the month of May. Okay, so really good energy for you for the month of May. This is passion, this is creativity, pursuing your dream with your whole heart. This is also a union with another person, and it could be this fire sign, and it does not have to be romantic. It could be, but it doesn't have to be, because, you know, not everybody's going to resonate with that. But this is some sort of coming together, celebration, just being filled with creativity and excitement. It's a good time. It's a really good energy, okay? So, you know, pair up with whoever you need to. And also, again, trust your intuition. You might very well be helping a lot of people navigate these energies. Now, for Scorpio Moon, look at this here. This is talking about the end of winter and the beginning of spring, and also something you've been waiting on for quite some time, finally manifesting, finally showing up. So some of you, it's letting you know that it's happening during this moon cycle, but for others that are really working hard on a dream or goal or pursuit, this is saying, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to materialize in the spring months, okay? So those are the messages that I have for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Moon during this full moon cycle. The energy is going to be really intense and powerful. Emotions are going to be running high. So, you know, don't take things personally as much as you can. Don't engage or involve anybody else's volatile emotions if, you know, they bring them your way. And if you are experiencing any sort of like volatile emotion, just try to segregate yourself and keep yourself apart from others until you filter through that energy, because of the intensity right now, it's probably not as bad or as intense as you feel it is or think it is in the moment. It's just the energy at hand. So if you kind of step back and, you know, sit out for a minute, you'll balance and you'll come into the understanding, because your psychic ability, your spirit, your intuition, whatever you call it, is your saving grace through this moon cycle. Like, that is going to be 100% on point. Nobody can touch it. I don't care if every single thing in your physical environment, including every person, is telling you all the same story, but your intuition is like, no, false. You trust you. You trust you, Scorpio. Some of you might not know exactly what it is you're feeling, okay? Because the Sphinx does carry that too. But trust you. It'd be like, if there's a situation and you're like, nah, something just doesn't feel right about it, pull back until it all becomes clear, okay? And so those are your guys' messages. I'm wishing you all a very beautiful and blessed moon cycle. Take care.